Mitraaya namaha. Thank you for being in the energy circles. Welcome to Energy Circles VSPTenneti channel. Remember, life is a bundle of surprises. It is natural for people to fall prey to different situations. Yes, miseries and accidents could be life-changing miracles for a bright future. Yes, it is true. As an astro-numerologist and spiritual counselor from the year 1979, I might have had the opportunity to study at least 1,60,000 and above clients. I find people suffering with several problems. Many of the problems which today mankind is facing is relationship problem, financial problem, and more importantly, the health problems. Yes, miseries and accidents could be life-changing miracles for a bright future. I know many of my clients, but before I talk about them, I would like to tell my own example. In the year 1997, July 10th, I had a very big change in my life. Till then, my life was a black and white movie. I met with a miserable accident. I was on the way going through the Tangband area, going towards Banjara Hills via Lumbini Park. I had gone there. I had spent at least 3 to 4 hours of time with my client there, and while I was returning in the same road, I was hit by a vehicle. I collapsed. It was a miserable accident, of course, but it was a ligament tear on my right knee. I was thrown into the hospital, and it was a whooping expenditure, and I lost all my contacts. I lost my mobile, and that was the time, a crucial junction when I was financially down. I was always climbing up, crawling, not able to grow in life till 1997. Though I was involved into journalism, I was an editor for magazines, I had been a writer for several years, I had been a playwright, I have enacted dramas, I have directed them, and I was doing many television episodes. I was a writer for that, but still with a family of 5 people, myself, my wife and 3 children, I was in a very miserable state. And 97 July, it was a shocking episode. I met with an accident and I was hospitalized. Every moment I spent in the hospital was squeezing me because the finance involved in the medical expenditures, the time being wasted, and me unable to make any income. But soon after 3-4 months, it was different. In July, when I met with the accident, many people came down to me and they were so sorry to see me in that state, and they have almost concluded that I would never be normal again and I would be limping because I had a big cement band-aid to my right leg and the entire knee area was injured. I was on the bed, and with all the medicines and the food for nourishment, I have put on a lot of weight. I go on ayyappa diksha. I was going to Shabarimala every year without fail, going by Periyapadam, the 72 kilometers long walk through the 5 mountains, through the forest area, and I was visiting Shabarimala, the holy shrine at Kerala, and I was a devotee of ayyappa. But 18 years is considered as a very important landmark in Shabarimala Diksha because I was going by Periyapadam, the biggest route, and I was visiting for the Jyoti Darshan, the beautiful ritualistic Deepam, the light which is lit on the Sankranti day. And I was very happy that I completed 14 years and it was the 15th year I had to go into Diksha. And that was the time when I met with that miserable accident. Many people said, you were fortunate, you have gone 14 times this year, you had break Guru Swami. But I could not take it. But being on the bed, I meditated. When you are struck down with miseries, My parents used to tell me, my guru used to tell me that it is mantra chanting that helps you. I was doing Lalita Sahasranama unlimited number of times, followed by Devi Khadgamala and Sri Suktam. I was chanting several suktas, Pancha Suktas. I was chanting Vishnu Sahasranama. I was chanting several shlokas, several Bijakshara mantras. Day and night I was doing Hanuman pujas. I was only praying that I should be all right. The power is in the puja. The power is in your thought. I never allowed the thought that I am bedridden. I was programming, I was thinking that my mind is my doctor. I trusted that our will change the situations. And so, I remember after in the year 97, July, August, I was bedridden. And in November, I could take up the Diksha. You do not know, I was working in the gym. I was doing a treadmill walking. I was doing the cycling. I was doing all types of exercises. And it was amazing. People were surprised that I was quite normal walking through the Sabarimala forest without missing the 15th year. Of course, by now, I have completed nearly 40 years of pilgrimage to Sabarimala non-stop. But that was a crucial year, 15th year. I finished my Diksha. I went to Sabarimala. I had a very beautiful darshan. I could walk all the 72 kilometers without much pain and without any tension. And soon after returning, many doors opened for me. My life was like a miracle. Many opportunities knocked my door and I picked up every opportunity that came to me. That is usually my trait. I don't say no when there is a real opportunity. And I continued my deep meditations, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. Meditation was an addiction to me. And I remember the beautiful change. 97 was going off, and 98 January, I thanked 97 for this beautiful accident because I considered it was a positive change. When you are on the bed, when you are struck down with miseries and accidents, it is a time that you should concentrate on your own self and energize your mind with all the positive thoughts. I remember 98, things started moving better. 99, I could purchase my own flat. 2000, I had my car. And then on, no looking back. There was a continuous growth. So I feel a misery or an accident could be very life-changing. But the only thing you should understand is the silence. The silence inside you is like a whiteboard. Whatever your thoughts, your ideas, your talks, whatever you say are considered as prayers. All during the time, it was the time when I was initiated into all types of esoteric sciences. I was reading good books. I did not waste a minute. It was 112 days of toil, hard work, but I was only meditating. I was sure I will bounce back with vengeance. I was sure I will be very busy. I used to tell all my people that I will be more than normal and I will achieve things in my life. And I made new resolutions during that accident. When we are bad, when we are stuck up into problems, that is the time when you should realize the mistakes which you do. Moving around with useless people, talking to people hours together, chatterboxing and trying to waste time, sitting down here and there, getting addicted and having fun, frolic around and not concentrating on life. But after the accident, I made new resolutions. I started doing every day 2 or 4 hours of deep pujas and meditations. That changed my entire lifestyle. And in 2001, it was amazing that there was a huge financial rise. I know many of my clients who come down and cry in tears when they are totally broken, when they had miserable accidents, when they lost their limbs, when they lost their properties. But when I motivated them, I asked them not to allow, not to permit any negative comments around and negative thoughts to creep into your mind. You should understand the secret that whatever you think will be manifested because the Ashtadikpalakas are there to bless you with the good things in your life, and the Asurapalakas are waiting eagerly to say, so be it when you think negative. So it is very important that whatever you think, whatever you talk, it's a prayer. Yes, your thoughts are your prayers. Your words you express are your prayers. So realize that what you have to realize the truth that you should allow only positive people around. Try to avoid the company of negative people. Try to correct yourself. Invoke discipline in your life. Stop criticizing and mocking at others. Be kind to others, even if the opposite person is a fool. We do not have any right to point out and say they are fools. Let us not pick up a quarrel. Let us not wage a war. Peace and love can do miracles in your life. Trust me, when you are peaceful, the negativities which have crept into your life will run away, will vanish, will evaporate, and you'll be blessed with a beautiful, pleasant, and positive life. Understand this Guru Marga. When you surrender to the higher power, call him the Guru. It can be a God, it could be your mother, it could be your father. Also be careful that you leave behind nothing for people to hate you. If you have got some enmity with people, invite them for a party and tell them you have forgiven them, or at least make them know that you have no time to think about them. That will change your life. Hatred can grow lot of negativity in your life. Never talk negative. You know the tongue is a big enemy. If you talk nonsense, it's going to bounce back. Remember the basic universal truth. What you give to the world, you get back in multiples. Trust me, miseries and accidents could be life-changing miracles for you, for a grand, bright, beautiful, successful future. Don't keep on negative. Observe your thoughts. Whatever you're thinking, whatever you're brooding over, could be your prayers, and God will say, so be it. So let not negative thoughts pollute you. Take care. Mitraaya namaha. Aditya Sakshi. Sampurna Raksha.